Welcome back to Turf Moor House TV. We are back with another World Cup watch-along. Expect quite a few of these because the Qatar World Cup goes on for a month, and we are going to try and bring you as many of them as we can. Thank you for those returning from earlier. What a game for England, by the way. Was not expecting that. Not expecting that in the slightest. But we do turn our attention to the other two teams in Group B. We have got the US of A, the United States of America, up against, well, do we call them Wales? Do we call them Simru? However they want to be called. Because they are on about changing the name to that. So, yeah, USA versus Wales. Obviously, I don't think anybody's going to catch us on goal difference in this one. Let's be honest. But it should be a good game. Wales haven't qualified for a World Cup tournament in 64 years. Honestly, I sound like that. I sound like the woman from Titanic. It's been 84 years. But it has been a long bloody time. 1954 was it, or something like that? 58 maybe, since they last were in a tournament. Absolute scenes for Wales to qualify. And obviously USA, they're going to be the hosts of the World Cup in 2026 by obviously hosting it with their neighbours, Canada and Mexico, which is going to be very good indeed. Please, guys, may I ask you to do us one gigantic, huge, massive favour? Please do like this video. Please do, throughout the video, let's smash those likes. Let's get at least 20 likes in this one. Let's get that subscriptions up as well. For some reason, I did a watch long earlier and I lost a subscriber. I don't know how that works, but hey ho, we go, we roll. It's how we move. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and show your support to the channel and click that notification bell. You'll get notified when we next live. As I said, we are going to be live again at 9:45 in the morning. Let me tell you, this is what we have coming up. We have Argentina against Saudi Arabia from 9:45 a.m. tomorrow. I will be doing a watch along for that. And then I will be joined by the notorious Mr. Forian. I will be joined by Chris at 12:45 for Denmark, Tunisia. Should be a very interesting clash as well. That said, as I say, people, please do like, support and subscribe to this. I've got Anthony who's going to be going through the game with me as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Get your descriptions. What am I on about? Get your predictions. Get your subscriptions here. Welcome to the Pharmacist channel. Come in. Give us your predictions. Let us know how you think this game's going to go. Do Wales have a chance? Are USA got one foot in 2026, or do you think they're going to do something? Let us know. However, while you're at it, you can check out our socials. We're all over the place. Please do go show your love and support. And here's where you can find us. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Anthony Herbert. How are you doing, you Bristolian bastard?
I ain't too bad, Daniel. How are you?
I don't know why. It sounds a bit more Irish when I tried it, but either way, yeah. How are you? What did you make of that England game earlier? And thanks for helping us out tonight.
Oh, do you know what? That England game, I was glad that I had half a day off of work to watch it. Half day. And you know what? Coming off it, I think I predicted something like 2-0 England, maybe 3. But I mean, to go on and win, put 6 goals past Iran, obviously 6-2. I thought it was brilliant. Saka had a good game. Wilson, he set up Grealish's goal, the last goal towards the end, so that wasn't too bad. Rashford, as you know, getting on the score sheet. So I think it's the best game so far in this tournament in the minute. But I'm actually looking forward to this game as well, America versus Wales. So I think there'll be goals in it, but it is
Yeah.
knowing who's people going to win for, technically.
Well, I've got a bet on this. I had a free bet to use up, so I've gone for 2-2. Be able to
Yeah.
have 2 shots on target, over 11 corners in the game. I'm expecting it to be quite end to end, and both teams to score. And I get 80 quid back off a free bet, so it's can't grumble off that.
Oh,
Um,
you can.
let's have a look at a couple of comments then. The teams are lining up, ready to head out, so we will have a look at that before we go through the teams. Man like Alan's back in. He says, first up the Clarets and come on you Welsh Dragons 2-1. Dean's back as well. Hope you are still well from earlier. Connor's in. Yank talking smack. It's nice to see Connor back in the building. He's absolutely bricking it, obviously. Being from the US, we all know where his allegiances will lie on that front. Dean says Pulisic and Sargent threats for the US. I agree. Good old stream elements bot is in. Kate says hello there. Dean says Wales just need free kicks for
Okay.
Bale. That is true. Mr. Sherborne, James Anthony, how are you doing, sir? Hope you are well. Says good luck to Connor. He's going for 1-1 tonight as well, which is a good prediction in my eyes. Like I say, I think I've gone for 2-2. So, well, I have gone for 2-2. I don't think I have. Dean says score prediction is hard in this one. Need a second to think. Take all the time you need. Just not up to the 90th minute, pal. Anthony says paracetamol, lol. Of course he does. You'll need it after listening to me for 90 minutes, pal. Don't worry about it. Connor says if I'm being brave, I say 3-1 USA. If I'm being realistic, it'll be 1-1 or 2-1. Very interesting. At least you've been real with it as well. Alan says all English are Welsh for a few hours. Majority of them may be. Some of them will be like, nah, get them beat, get the Taffs beat. But then yet again, I'll stay impartial. I say stay impartial. We've got Burnley's Connor Roberts playing right back for Wales. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of favouritism. I do apologise, but he's gone for 3-2 Wales. Just odds I got were 80-1, but it were a £1 free bet, so I couldn't grumble at that. Anthony, you do your own show on a Friday night as well. Tell people where they can support you on those Friday nights that you do your stuff.
Yeah, it's on a stream on Football United TV. I present a stream called Gunners from All Corners of the Arsenal. Just people come on there, Arsenal fans, and talk about the team that's top of the Premier League at the minute, Arsenal Football Club. What else can I say?
No, you can't say much fairer than that. Let's have a look at the teams then. Starting off with the home side, the US of A. Matt Turner starts in goal again. You'll know of him, Anthony, being an Arsenal goalkeeper. Sergino Dest is playing with Walker Zimmerman, Tyler Adams, who is captain, and Anthony Robinson, the Fulham left back. Yunus Musa, Weston McKenna, and Christian Pulisic are in there alongside Fulham's Tim Ream, Tim Way, and Norwich's Josh Sargent fulfill the USA's starting 11. Looking at Wales then, pretty much self-explanatory. Wayne Hennessy has been picked over Danny Ward. I'm sure Chris will have something to say about that from Leicester Till I Die. But Wayne Hennessy was a massive key player in that win that got them into this tournament. So I can understand why he makes that squad. Connor Roberts on the screen there looks like he's buzzing with excitement and can't wait. But Wayne Hennessy starts in goal. Nico Williams, Ben Davies, Chris Mepham, Joe Rodon, Harry Wilson. Aaron Ramsey starts as the ever-present Gareth Bale is in there as captain. Connor Roberts, as I said, Burnley's right back, is in with Ethan Ampadu and Dan James. And then obviously you've got the long list of a bench, but you can only have 5 of them. So, take your pick. As I say, Anthony, I mean, how do you see this one going? Because I feel that for me, USA will be thinking about 2026. But then I also think that Wales will be like, right, we might not get this opportunity again. So it's basically do or die.
Well, I mean, you look at the Welsh team there. We all knew the likes of Gareth Bell, how he plays, how he is. Also, Aaron Ramsey, obviously when
Yeah,
he
yeah.
played for Arsenal as well. So, that's a good bond and a link up there in the attacking, the final third of the pitch, if you like. So I think that's where is really going to come from Wales. Obviously, they got Davis in defence there, so we know what he's like as well. And Hennessy, the goalkeeper, we know what he's like. So I mean, this is not a bad Welsh team. I think they're going to give the USA, I think they're going to give them a good game. For the USA, there's a couple of players. You mentioned one of them, Turner in goal for USA, Arsenal number two. He's played in a few friendlies for us and in a cup game. He's not a bad goalkeeper. He's okay. So he's and also we know the was it from Chelsea as well. So
Yeah,
it is
Pulisic.
yeah. So is all go at the minute on this game. To be honest with you, this was the game I was actually looking forward to today. The USA and Wales. So I think it's going to be a lot in this game. It's going to be I'm going to go on the fence for this one, though, Dan. I think it'd be a draw this one, maybe a 1-1 or a 2-2. But I think hopefully we're going to watch a good, entertaining game tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be end to end stuff. Hopefully, anyway. Um, let's have a look at the comments that are coming in. They're flying in. Where did we get to? Connor says there, chills down my spine. Finally hearing the national anthem in a World Cup again. Our lineup only has one player from. I do. It said it before kickoff as well. One player from the USA, I think it is. Our lineup is 99% playing in Europe except for Walker Zimmerman. Dean says, can't believe they left Kiefer Moore out. To be fair, they did speak to Rob Page and they said Kiefer Moore is on the bench. Why is it you've gone for that? And he said that he's gone for a pacey side more than anything else. And it's nothing probably against Kiefer Moore's pace, but it's just that they may be going for the throw straight from the off, Wales. That's how you've got to set up sometimes. Connor says there, 60th minute, we get to bring on Aronson and Rayner. Yes. Is it Giovanni Reyna? He's a real player, a real asset. Be fun to see them run the tired defence ragged. Alan says 2026, Russia will have nuked USA by then. We never know. Dean says to Connor, did you see Barden talk to the team? Yeah, he does. Yeah. Said is there space for him on the team? Trust me, he wouldn't even know what position he was playing if you told him. Like literally 10 seconds ago, it looks like he's losing his mind. It was a nice thing to see, though, as Connor says there. Also says, don't sleep on Musa in midfield and Way up front. Musa playing really well in Spain and Way's helped Lille win the French league last year. Yeah. Didn't Tim Way actually go out and play for Celtic at one point? I'm sure he went on loan to Celtic. Correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, but I thought he did.
I think he did, yeah, now you mention it.
And Dean says, fair enough, I missed that interview, can see his point. But we are soon to get underway. The ball is in the centre of the park. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle at the Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. And we should be getting proceedings started. USA against Wales. Wales will be well up for this. And we are off. We are off. Wales kicking from right to left, and if that's how it is, then obviously the USA are kicking from left to right. Just to make sure, just in case anybody needed a bit of clarification on that, but it should. I'm looking forward to this. Have you kicked off yet?
No.
Brilliant.
No, I haven't kicked off yet. So obviously I'm behind you, Dan. So
you let me know when that ball's kicked, and I'll keep clock the time.
I can't do any spoilers. At least that's the main thing.
You let me know when you're kicking off. As I say, I'll have a look at the time and let you know what I'm on.
Okay.
I'm over a minute now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Just coming up to a minute and a half.
just coming up to a minute and a half. Right. Just kicked off now.
Right, so 1 minute 27 seconds ahead. It feels like an eternity.
It does, doesn't it?
I mean, Connor, if you're in the chat still, what do you make of Greg Berhalter as manager? And because I'm hearing from a lot of the, the United States fans that they don't really rate his tactics, that he gets it wrong quite often enough. Well, I think that says it all. I asked the question, great minds think alike. He'd already put his answer. One thing I hate about our team is our gaffer. He looks up to Southgate. Nobody should be doing that. Not even Gareth Southgate should be looking up to Gareth Southgate, for Christ's sake. Never mind someone else. But the USA have a free kick. 2 minutes 20 into this game. Pulisic looks set to try and get an early ball in. Wales going to have to defend in numbers. Pulisic plays a bit of a low one, blocked by Dan James. Pulisic gets the second ball low. And it cannot be kept in by Sergino Dest. Wales brought out their World Cup song, Hymaro Hyd, before this tournament. And I think it's been echoed quite a lot along Wales, the Welsh coast, the valleys, as they like to call them. But I'm sure tonight the Red Wall will just be happy enough with a very strong physical performance. USA seem to be having the better of it after 3 minutes, but then yet again, good interception by Connor Roberts, and the USA have a free kick. Free kick, a corner. It's just shown an American fan. Well, I think he might be sort of Hispanic, but he's dressed up like George Washington, and it says Jorge Washington on it instead. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but. And I'll tell you what, Weston McKennie's doing his bit for Colgate with his hair. He's doing his bit for Colgate with his hair, being red, white, and blue. Corner to the US, whipped in, bad ball, doesn't even beat the first man. The referee, to be fair, I thought should have given a free kick to Wales there, but has let play go on. USA trying to come forward again. Early ball into the box, nobody's in there. Wales having to be a bit stagnated and defend at the moment. Not really been able to get out of their own half. But you'd like to say, Anthony, that Wales probably will be happy with that, won't they? Like, soak up that pressure nice and early, and then potentially in the second half go for that, sucker punch.
Yeah, they most probably will. Trouble is with Wales, I notice sometimes they do sit back on games, don't they? They do like. Don't get me wrong, they do like attacking and give it to other teams, but there's times where they just sit back, and just see what the other possession can actually do. See if they and they start reading their game. I think that's what the Wales manager said in his interview. He said he'd give anybody a go, but we just like to read the opposition, see how they play, and try and read between the lines of how they play and how they can stop the attacking. And this is what they're going to do against USA.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I do not blame them. It's the best time. It's the best chance to sort of read the game, as you said, isn't it? Because you can get a feel for what they're about, where they're positioning, the players that are running into space, so you know what areas you need to create. Connor says here one thing. That's the Southgate comment. He says he's hated. He got the job because his brother is high up in the US Federation. in the USSF. So, I mean, do you think he'll be there for 2026, Connor? Let us know what you think about that. But he also goes on and says that the Americans have scored 60% of their goals last year from corners. So maybe not the best thing to give them a set piece.
I mean, isn't the Leeds United manager? He's American, isn't he?
Oh, Jesse Marsh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that could be a candidate if he was to go. The guy now that is in charge of America, he might be a candidate to take over. Obviously, depending on how he does in Leeds.
Yeah, I'd say so. I say so. To be fair, I think they take him as well. Dean says, did that other guy spill his toothpaste? Must have done. Yeah, Will's sitting back. Connor says it's only been 5 minutes. Feel like it's been 30. And says, no, he'll be gone by the next World Cup. Wow. Dean says 5 at the back, though. Is that not a little too defensive? Not really, because you sort of right back and left back are playing more like right wing back and left wing back. Yeah, so you're more wing backs than all else. So you sort of can push it to a 3-4-3, but then you've also got the 5-5-3-2. It's a little bit strange how it works, but it's very good for being able to alternate the formation. Naz is back. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Hope you're all right, sir. Hope you are well. And as Kate says there, please, guys, please remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We are trying to get to 1K. So if you are new, please do show your support. Really appreciate that. Connor says Marsh is, and it's an open secret, he wants the job if Berhalter goes.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. And Naz says, remember Alexis
Salas, yes, in the '94 World Cup. I remember him.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. He had a good mop of hair. He had a big mop of ginger hair with a long ginger goatee. He was a bad player. Good, good player. He was because obviously America hosted it in '94, look, and England didn't qualify because if you know, just before that, we actually had Graham Taylor in charge of England, and we failed to qualify for that one. So the only the team that got that qualified for it, within our region was Republic of Ireland, and they beat Italy in their first game 1-0. And
Wow.
Ray Houghton, that ex-Liverpool player, he lobbed Paducah, the goalkeeper, and it was a good game actually. I got to be honest with you, Roy Keane. I tell you what, I've never seen a player play so much in that game. The sweat was dripping off him. But I mean, what a game that was! That was well, personally, I thought that was one of the best games in the World Cup back then, '94.
Wow. Well, I mean, the USA have just had 2 chances at goal. If it wasn't for Wayne Hennessy, the former Burnley stopper, who's now third choice at Nottingham Forest, he's come out with 2 big saves there. How the USA did not score is beyond me. Even Dean says that was close twice. Oh my days. Naz says, yeah, that's it. It was in a rock band as well.
Yeah.
Connor says, how did we not score? Sargent hit the target, son. To be fair, he has to have done better with that. He should have done a bit better with that. But are you as worried? Are you as worried now, Connor, than you were before the ball was kicked? Early booking for the USA. Sergino Dest looks like he's set to go in the book, and he is the former Barcelona right back. I think now currently at Milan. I'm not sure whether it's Inter or AC, so I'll just say Milan and cover my arse. But he is playing in Serie A, and he has just been booked for a challenge on Nico Williams.
I mean, you look at the chances what USA have had, Dan. Like, to be honest with you, they should be at least 1-0 up by now.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. I think
definitely,
USA should definitely be 1-0 up. Yeah, Dean says first yellow, 100%. Connor says I'm a little more confident, but I'm still very nervous. Yeah, games can change in a matter of seconds,
yeah,
so I can totally understand why you feel like you feel. Ball back with Wayne Hennessy. Wales seeing a little bit more of the ball now. Thing is, it's all well and good passing it around at the back. It's not going to do anything. You have to get it forward.
exactly, yeah.
Because at first I thought, oh, with England, we were looking at the possession stats, weren't we? And you're seeing like 70-odd% possession against theirs, and you're thinking, well, possession means nothing if you're not going to make it count.
No, no, it doesn't. No. And also, everybody goes on stats and things like this and that. To be honest with you,
Oh,
Dan, I'm not really a stat man. I don't look at stat. I feel that if as long as you put 100% in on that pitch, that's it for me.
yeah, no, I agree. Nico Williams has been chopped again, this time by Weston McKennie. And old Colgate Ed has received a yellow card.
I do. Oh God, cool.
It seemed everybody is ready to chop Nico Williams on that left hand side. A little bit dangerous that now when you've got McKennie and Dest on a yellow down that side. If Nico Williams tries a little bit of pace again,
Yeah,
goes
well,
back to what you said, Connor.
Destamon got booked on this game. I'm watching. I'm on what 11 minutes 40.
I've just gone 13
Oh
minutes.
God.
Not that young. But Wales do have a free kick. Harry Wilson, the Fulham player, is over this one. Can he whip a decent ball into the mix that can cause the USA a little bit of trouble? It's a bit far out, but you've got to make these count. Referee trying to sort out a little bit of trouble in there. Dean says this ref loves a yellow. Ball comes in now. Floater to the back stick. Header up there, but cleared only as far as, who was it? Ethan Ampadu, the centre back, who decides to take a pot shot from about 35 yards. And yeah, it's high, wide, and well, what Alan Answer would say, that's hey, it's Wade, and it's not very handsome. Naz says there, yeah, I'll second on that. 94 World Cup was the best. We had all the best players: Romario, Bebeto, Gascoigne, Stuart Pearce, Maradona, Valderrama. Oh, Valderrama, what a player he were. He had a proper microphone head, didn't he? He put Fellaini to shame.
Yeah, I know
Valderrama.
Stuart Pearce went in it because England didn't qualify for '94. But Maradona, that was when he was in there, and then it wasn't too long. He got I think he got done for drugs.
Yeah.
During that World Cup, I think it was, yeah. But that it was the Brazil won it on penalties. They beat Italy in the final of a penalty shootout, and it was the a young, Ronaldo. It used to play for both Real Madrid and Barcelona. The other
Yeah, yeah.
Ronaldo,
The
he
original
was
Arnan.
he was young then. This is when he started off getting in. Well, that was his first ever World Cup. So, but yeah, they had the likes of Romario up front. He was a quality player.
Oh, look, it's mio, Romario. Sergino Dest. I always thought he had the capabilities to be one of the best put himself up there with the likes of Cafu. Was, I know, a completely different nation, but as an iconic right back. But he's sort of really stagnated with his career.
Mm. I think
Um,
he's one of those that can blow hot and cold in a game, isn't it? 1 minute he can play
Yeah,
good, next minute you're thinking, what the hell are you doing?
well, that's true. Did you see some of the pictures after the England Iran game? How it was seen that Harry Kane were wearing a bit of ankle tape around his bottom of his leg.
No.
It showed it, and people were saying, "Oh, they're worrying a little bit." But he did an interview on his Instagram, I think, not long after, and squashed the rumours and said, "I'm fine. I just needed it strapping up just to make sure it's all right for the next fixture, really."
Yeah.
No, says, "Yeah, we didn't qualify, but it was the golden era for football. But yeah, Maradona got done for the doping scandal.
Yeah,
Do
that was
remember
it.
that?" Connor says there, Xavi coming into Barca has killed his progress. You know, can't really fault that. Can't fault that at all. Del Boy's in. We've got another Arsenal fan in the chat. Del Boy's in.
Yay! Del
What's the
boy,
crack? What's
what's
the
the bloody
bleeding
story?
story? Hope
Yes,
you are well, Del Boy. Absolutely love
indeed.
it, mate.
Oi, Anton. Here you go, or Anto. That's what he calls me.
Oh, I love Del Boy. His quality. His
Oh
video.
yeah,
Loves a rant, but I love it. There's nothing
yeah,
better than that Irish accent. I love it. Um, Connor says, ref is garbage. They get a throw for shoving our man into the ball. To be fair, I've seen a lot of pushing and shoving in this tournament. Quite a lot of pushing and shoving, and it just sort of be a bit blasé. Referees are turning a blind eye to it.
yeah. I've noticed that since the first game, since the Ecuador Equator game, the game we did with Chris,
Yeah,
there was a
yeah.
few going in there, quite a few bookings actually, and obviously in the England game earlier today. I mean, I saw the second half of Senegal and Holland, the Netherlands. They won 2-0, didn't they?
Yeah,
Netherlands.
yeah. USA trying to bring a bit of flair to the game. Been played out wide. Pulisic has it. Little bit of a shove. Referee says goal kick. To be fair, I thought the USA could have had a free kick there. I really did. I think Pulisic might have had a case for it. Would have been soft, but would have still had probably a case for it. 18 minutes gone, coming up to 19 minutes on the clock. USA 0, Wales 0. Thank you very much, everybody, for the love and support for tuning in. I understand there's going to be a shit ton of people covering these watch-alongs, covering the
Yeah,
World Cup, doing watch-alongs. But really appreciate you guys having your support, coming in here and chatting and chin-wagging. I do really appreciate it. Connor says two-hand shove in front of him and nothing. Yeah, like I say, I totally agree. I thought it would have been a free kick, but referee turned a blind eye. Oh, I knew I had something to talk to you about, Anthony. The Iran penalty at the end. We were all saying, weren't we, how very soft it were. But how
yeah.
can you give that one, but not give the full-on grapple by the Iranian on Harry Maguire 3 minutes in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know how you can give it that. It was way too soft. Well, even the commentator said it,
Yeah,
and he even said it after the game as well. It was way too soft. But yeah, I don't know. He's just I think the referee looked over, didn't he, and looked at the screen on the monitor, and it was down
yeah. If
to
they
him. It
usually
was
get sent to monitor, they're usually going to give it, aren't they?
yeah, and no, I just think that was I mean, don't get me wrong, the referee didn't I'm not saying he had a brilliant game, I'm not saying he had a crap game. He didn't referee that game bad. But it does make
No.
you think if they give the round their penalty, why couldn't they give England, theirs? But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we well, we won 6-2, we got 3 points, top of the league at the minute, so and we just move on from that, don't we?
yeah, of course. That's it. The game's gone now. We park it and move on.
Yeah,
Del Boy's in there. He says, come on, Wales. Also, Dean's saying it there as well. Inconsistent ref. Like the ref needs to check his phone. So many missed calls today. Naz says there, maybe just felt pity for Iran. Can't think of anything else for giving that pen. It was very soft.
Yeah.
Very, very soft. Like wiping your arse with Andrex. Too soft. Sometimes finger goes straight through.
Oh. So you've had that experience then, Dan, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So sometimes I just poke my finger through for a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, but I can remember when I was at school, and bloody hell, it was like wiping your ass on tracing paper. Oh, it's
Oh,
terrible.
that blue papers, that blue paper towel stuff of oof, like
Yeah, that
sandpaper
paper.
on your back pocket, weren't it?
Yeah, jeez.
Multi-purpose that flaming blue paper towel. You got to cut. It's like an antiseptic wipe with no antiseptic. You get a snake bite. You just get 3 of them and wrap it around your leg. Honestly, it had its multi-purposes. Did that bugger? But yeah, as Naz said, at least we got the win. At least we got the win. Happy
Yeah.
days indeed. USA coming forward now. Blocked in the middle of the park, cleared by Wales. Wales having to get men back in abundance, but it was cleared and pumped forward by Ethan Ampadu. Probably a shot again, but from further out. And Dean finds us funny. Guys, as I say, please do drop a like on this video. Please do show your support. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Yes, we are at 715 on the subscription front. If you can, let's try and get to that 1K. I really would appreciate it if we can get to that by the season's out. With your guys' help, that's the only way we can do it. So please do. Tell a friend, tell a neighbour, tell your drug dealer, tell whoever. Who cares? Tell them all. You know, all the support given really does help. So thank you very much. But the USA do have a corner. I think, do they? In fact, do they? The way Anthony Robinson's running away, I don't think they do. No, goal kick. Goal kick.
I didn't know,
I thought
Dan.
that might have come off Connor Roberts' head, but
You're in front of me.
potentially not. I want to say, what
I'm on
time are you on now?
I'll tell you now, I'm on 22 minutes and, well, 22 and a half minutes, 22 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm on 23:42.
Catching up a bit.
Yeah, it is. Slowly catching up.
Hopefully, second half, I might catch up to you.
Could well do. Nas says, tell you what, USA can win this game. They're all over Wales at the moment, and they are. Absolutely. Wales are second best. Even if you can call them best, to be fair. I mean, America are all over them, to say the least. Connor says, Qatar doesn't want us to do well because we didn't bow down to FIFA and we still have our rainbow crest in Qatar. There's a USA fan, actually, I think, put a tweet out not long before kickoff. He had a T-shirt on that sort of had rainbow colours in, and it had a football in the middle, and there was nothing else on it apart from that rainbow colours with a football.
Yeah.
And apparently they refused him entry into the stadium unless he went and changed his top. Which, anyway, I'm not going to get into politics of football. Let the BBC and all them wallopers do it. But yeah, I just think it's a real shame.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people I know that they love football and they love the World Cup and they love the Euros and that, but some of my mates they're not really interested in this World Cup at all. I even had a text message from one of them. I said, "Are you working like half day or you got the day off to watch the England game?" And they just literally said, "No, I'm working full day and I'm not interested in it." It's like, all right, okay.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah.
A lot of people are boycotting it, to be fair. I do know a few people
Yeah.
myself that are boycotting it and not watching it. But as somebody who wants to create content, give people something to shout about and listen to, comment on, I felt it's only right that I do. Whether your views are whatever, I'm not selling myself to Qatar. I'm not David Beckham. I'm not Gary Lineker. I'm just some bloke from Burnley sat in his front room bringing you some live football. Hopefully there'll be a goal soon, because I think that's what this game's needed. It's one of them games though as well, and I think Connor may agree, and I understand probably why he's probably a little bit sort of on edge and nervous, because you're having all the possession at the moment. USA are absolutely all over the
Oh,
Welsh.
yeah.
But that said, all it takes is one lucky break by Wales, and all that possession, all that going forward, just goes straight out of the window.
See,
I do
this is
like
what I
some of the
said.
things. Go on. Go. Sorry, Anthony. Go on.
Yeah, it's like what I said at the beginning. It's like Wales, they're just stood there and they're watching, aren't they? You know, they're just in a minute they're like sort of ball watching and they're trying to read the game. Our USA are playing it, and then in the second, if they're most probably try and keep this to a 0-0 in this half and go out for it the second half. They're sum up the style of play in the second half, Wales.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I've just bit my nail way too much. I do this every bloody so often. It won't surprise me if I start bleeding to death on my finger in a minute. Nope, no there. Dean says, yeah, Dan, defo a goal needed. The US have defo brought some support. That's one thing you can always count on. The USA do bring some support. Yes, they've got some weird traditions at different clubs in the MLS. I think at Portland Timbers, every time they score, they chop a piece of a tree off behind the goal. They've got some weird things they do, but yeah, I do think you have quite good support, especially when it comes to soccer, as you like to call it.
Soccer.
Soccer. Connor says there as well, we need to be calm and not lose our heads. Can't keep getting cards. All the possession and all Wales need is a quick counter with James, and we are fucked. Yeah, well, you've seen it live as Connor. I've seen that Portland tradition live, Dan. The atmosphere is incredible. I bet it is. I bet it is. America coming forward now. Shot by Dest, which wasn't destined for the back of the net, but the back of the stand, well over the bar. What did I tell you? I said it would, didn't I? Said it would. It's starting already. Bleeding in the fingernail. Bleeding fingernails.
No.
Typical. Don't bite your nails, kids.
Nah, don't bite them. Just clip them.
Yeah, I did do with my teeth, but too fucking much.
Oh God.
Dean says, is Bale playing? Like, where is he?
True.
Exactly. Where is it? To be fair, let's not. It's easy to just say, where's Gareth Bale? It's a little bit like with Korea Republic. You know, they're all hanging on a prayer of Heung-min Son being the main provider. Yes, I know Wales will try and count on Bale, but everybody else has got to put in a shift as well. But Bale has been quiet. I totally agree with what you're saying there. This referee is giving jack shit either way, whether you're in white or red, he's giving nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Do you know what? It's like last season when Gareth Bale when he went on loan, when he came back to Tottenham on loan. And in all fairness, he didn't do nothing then, did he?
No, he didn't. That's the
No.
only time he's not won a trophy. The only time he's not won a trophy since leaving Spurs is when he went back to Spurs on loan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mad, but it's a true stat.
He's a good player. I think he's just it just seems like to me he's just winding down a bit. In Aaron Ramsey as well. You know,
Yeah.
you might as well. Ramsey's been a little bit quiet in this game, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, if Aaron Ramsey scores, you've got to check the celebrity death front, because he always seems to kill somebody off when he scores a goal, doesn't he?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Fucking I don't know whoever come up with that ideal, but
No, but
it's
every
true.
time he does, all of a sudden a celebrity
Yeah.
drop. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure
fair
he'd
play
love
to the
one day to just score a goal and go, right, no one's dying today, no one's dying today. I'm turning my phone off, I don't care.
yeah.
Right, Nas says there, um, the USA have a massive military base in Qatar, so don't be amazed/surprised if they have more supporters than us. No, I wouldn't blame them. Wouldn't blame them. Dean says, "Keep predictions for added time." To be fair, today we've had quite a lot, haven't we? We had 8 at the end. Did we have 8 at the end of Senegal, Netherlands as well?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So we're getting quite a bit. I mean, there was 24 minutes from the first half and second together in that England game, which is just absolutely mental. But I do agree with you. Yeah, Bale needs a free kick, although you'll get one free kick. And
I'll go 14. I'll go 14 minutes. I'll go 6 minutes in the first half, 8 in the second.
to be fair, there's not really been that many times where he's had to stop the game in this yet.
No, there ain't. No.
But it could all change. It could all change. That was late, to be fair, Connor. I agree with that. Dean says crazy out of time today. Yes, definitely. I need to keep up with the match stats. To be fair, I know I need the score to be 2-2 and both to score that, but I need to keep my eye on these corners as well, just to see how many is being taken. As long as there's more than 11 in the game, I don't care. So far, there's been 1. So, yeah, I'm not winning that bet.
You never
One
know.
corner. I thought this would be quite end-to-end, but it's not. To be fair, it's been quite all the USA.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah. Do you know
I agree.
what? I think
Go
to
on.
myself, if I was rooting for America, USA, do you know what? I'd be distraught if he lost this.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's like what you said with the passing, the possession they've got. You can see it that even I'm watching it now. Wales is just stuck there, and they're looking. It's like they're ball watching.
There's a second corner of the game. Pulisic about to whip one in for the US. Players running in. It's fizzed in. Nobody there. Absolutely nobody there. And the USA come forward again. Pulisic has a chance to run. Plays it into the box. Connor Roberts clears it.
Well, USA, they've had 70% of the possession.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've absolutely dominated it. They've dominated Wales.
Yeah.
But you know what? Do you think Wales will be happy with the point?
Well, to be honest with you, the way they're playing at the minute, you think they would be, you know, because their attacking is like, you know, what have they had? They've only had what? Well, they've had no shots on goal. USA's only had 2 shots on goal so far. So it does make you think, you know, that I think that they'll be happy. Well, they should be happy with the point. They have done nothing.
No, that's true. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out who the referee is. So look, it's not really saying, just saying the USA team. Stat for you here as well. Little few insights. This is the first meeting between USA and Wales at a World Cup.
Yeah.
Just breaking off. Just breaking off. Goal! Goal for the USA. Oh, Nico Williams is at fault for that one. Nico Williams is at fault. Ball comes forward, lofted into the midfield. Pulisic heads it in for... Well, he gets it again. He's onside. He's onside, is Tim Way. And he's just got to simply nudge it forward, really. Beautiful ball in. And it's 1-0 to the US. Simple goal, really. Simple goal. But it's been coming. It has been coming.
It has been, but good news is, if you're Welsh and you're voting for the Wales, it's still 0-0 on my telly. So
every single one of the officials is from Qatar, apparently. Wow. Nas says, goal USA. Yes, USA with a goal. The game did need that. And as Connor says there, he did say to watch out for him. Wales are now going to have to come out of the blocks. They're going to have to come out farting. And they do. Ball to the back stick. And Gareth Bale can't get there. Yeah, I agree. Wales do have to go for it. Now, let's update that scoreline as well. The USA are currently 1-0 up. Timothy Weah has got the first goal of the game. 37 gone in this one, and it is 1-0 to the United States of America.
Yeah, it was a good goal. Good pass through as well. One-on-one with the keeper, you couldn't miss, can you?
No, you just, whether you toe bung it, whether you side foot it, either way, it's just a simple tap past the keeper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dean says Kiefer Moore, needs to come on. Nas says this is the game that the USA will want to win for 3 points. Yeah, I totally agree. Because it's a tough game versus England, and maybe they'll beat Iran. Yeah, they give themselves a shot in this, and there is a very good chance. Connor says, now we get to play the game we usually do. Our usual tactics are to let them press and then counter over the top. We shall see. We shall see how it pans out. Wales are going to have to do something different because they have not got involved in this game really at all.
No.
If the USA grab another, they could kill this game off. And I think that's what Dean's saying there. That he thinks the US will look for another before half time.
You know what? I can actually see that happening, Dan. The way Wales are playing at the minute is like, well, it's nothing. It's like they haven't even turned up.
No. No, I mean, I understand that they've defensively had to stand strong, but now this is the time where they need to shine. They need to, prove a point why they are in this tournament.
Yeah.
It's all well and good qualifying. Show us why you're there.
Yeah. I always said if you go a goal down, if you're 1-0 down at half time, you've got to get back into the game second half. If you haven't scored by 60, 65 minutes of the game, I don't really think you're going to get anything out of it. Especially Wales.
Yeah, I mean, just to clarify as well, Gareth Bale has been booked. Which is a strange one because he's won the ball. Bale's got a yellow, but he did get the ball, to be fair. I am very surprised at that. Very surprised. Connor says, I would love one more, but not going to be greedy, just thrilled that we scored. And yeah, Dane says, Bale gets a yellow. He does indeed.
Yeah.
Very soft yellow as well. No, I do agree, Connor. I do agree with what you're saying, that he did come through Musa to get the ball, but when he stood behind him and he has to try and win it, he's got to try everything to get to the ball. His foot touches the ball and not the man, that he touches the man afterwards. But I think it's just a cheap yellow, a very cheap yellow. Good old Sports Capital are in. Big up to your fine selves. I thought it were you, Munsey. I thought it was. Hope you're well, pal. Hope you are doing well, mate. Dean says there, a bit of frustration creeping in the Wales side now. It definitely is. And Connor says if we get a yellow for what we did, that has to be one as well. When you put it like that, mate, yeah. I'll let you off this once. I'll let you have it. Not that I get a say. I'm not the ref, but you know. Anthony, if you were the Wales manager, what do you do now? What do you do from this point?
I just I just think they're too defensive. You know, I mean the formation Wales are playing at the minute is 3-5-2, isn't it? But I mean, it's like what you said. The wing backs are supposed to be made going up, but there's nothing up the on each side of the pitch. There's no attacking each side of the pitch. There's no crossings in the ball. Even the center of the pitch, there's no passing, no moving. There's nothing in this Welsh team at the minute. You've got he's really got to change it. And if it means a change of formation, then maybe get a change of formation or bring on a sub at half time. You'll have to. There's
Yeah,
nothing's going on at the minute. They're just it's just like what do they call that game when you was a kid? Musical statues, you know,
statues.
they're
Yeah.
just yeah, they're just well, it's just like watching that basically.
Oh, it is. It is. Munsey says he's good after that England game. Yeah, we're a cracker, weren't it? Absolute cracker of a game. Not expecting that after we couldn't score for a month of Sundays in the Nations League. All of a sudden, we popped six in one fixture. Hopefully, we've not peaked too soon in terms of goals. Wales now coming forward with the ball. Down with Harry Wilson on this side. Fans Nico Williams. Back to Wilson. Or Dan James, sorry. And what sort of ball was that? Wayne Hennessy's had to come out and deal with it. That goes to show you how sloppy that pass was. Forward Connor Roberts plays it out into the centre. Now has to go back to Joe Roden. Connor says, Attaboy Ream, you beauty. Yeah, I mean, Tim Ream's another player that's been knocking about the USA squad for quite a while. Same as DeAndre Yedlin, another player that's sort of been doing the same as well. Wales have a chance here, though, coming forward. I think it's Aaron Ramsey who's trying to get forward and wins Wales a corner. 43 on the clock. Wales going to have to now make this one count. Connor says he has six legacy players in this team. Wales with a corner. Not entirely sure who's taking it.
Ooh.
But there's a commotion in the box. The referee just having to deal with that. Now he's sorting something else. That ball comes into the mix. Although I think it's going to be taken again. It's Harry Wilson that's taking the corner, but he's talking to Aaron Ramsey. Do these Qatari officials know what they're doing or what? Honestly, this ref wants to just be on TV, I'm telling you. Corner comes in. Header up, and it's wide. Has it gone for another corner? No, it's not. It's gone for a goal kick. Just showing that goal again. Beautiful pass from Pulisic. And all he has to do is sort of bide his time, stick a little foot on the end of it, and puts the USA 1-0 in front. Approaching half-time near enough now. We are at 44-53. So we will be finding out how much added time will be added on. I'm going to say 3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think there'll be that many. The board has just been up below us, but it hasn't said on the screen how many it is. But yeah, I agree, Connor. That Pulisic assist is perfectly right. 4 minutes, as I said, 3 or 4 minutes. I did say that 4 minutes has been added on.
I've noticed in this World Cup as well, Dan. They haven't really stopped for a break, have they? You know, like a drink
No, there's
break or
not really
anything
been
like
any
that.
drinks breaks either. They daren't in case they've all got Budweiser in the bottles.
But yeah, if they have, I'll be on that pitch.
Yeah, I won't mind a game. Sergino Dest has the ball now. Tries to beat Dan James for pace. Dan James staying close to his man. Makes the US right back go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Ball now on the left with Tim Ream. Wales are trying to come forward and battle a little bit, but they just don't look interested in trying to get. When they do it, it's like they have it to create a carve open an opportunity. Sorry,
Yeah,
they're trying to play a ball over the top into nowhere and hope that it comes off. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. Dare I say it? League Two tactic. Sort of just hope for the best against a big club.
it is. Yeah,
It is
that's
a
what they're
little bit
playing like.
poor. Connor says USA is used to playing in the heat. That is true. The USA goalkeeper probably only had about 5 touches. Yeah, he might put it one way. He won't have to wash his kit. Should be clean at the end of this game. Let's see what Wales come up with in the second half. But Naz says Wales, they're going to have to come out all 5 cylinders firing if to grab a point or win. Yep, certainly agree with that. Chris Mepham, the Welsh centre-back, has gone into the book. And I think that's to do with spouted his mouth off to the referee. Although Connor says that should be his second. I mean, what have you made of the first half, Anthony? I know you're probably only about 10 minutes in, but what have you made of it so far?
Well, I mean, the stats don't lie. I mean, you look at it; it's 72% possession to USA, 72. So that makes it obviously, that's what 34 or 30 what 38% to Wales. So it's not it's it's dire in the minute. It is absolutely dire. I mean, to be honest with you, you can't fault USA. The possession wise, the passing, the movement on the pitch. They're doing it all. But what I'm saying is they don't want to knacker themselves out um early in the second half. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that's what Wales are planning. If they knacker themselves out, and then hopefully they might get something on the break. Look, so but
No, I
I
agree.
can't say nothing about Wales, do Dan, apart from
No,
they've been dreadful.
no, I agree. It has been poor. The referee has blown his whistle for half time. Anthony's still got 35 minutes to get through. But um, but yeah, it is 1-0 to the USA. And it's been a very poor half by Wales. If Rob Page wants to write something in the Welsh history books, he's going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat to make them work in this
Yeah.
second half. You guys are currently saying in the chat, not that I know of, I've not seen USA get a goal disallowed, to be fair. I've just seen the one goal that counted, and that is it. Yamato Takeru is in. Please, if I've said that wrong, then like I say, please, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the love and support. As I say, please subscribe if you're new. I've not seen you before, so please do. Connor says, Big Ream, 13, currently at Fulham. Yeah, how the heck is he knocking about still? The bloke's a dinosaur. Dean says he's a good player. He does. He has been, to be fair. But then, yet again, he's coming up against Wales. It's like Fulham playing Aki Stanley or something like that. Naz says, which smaller teams you reckon we need to watch out for? Who might shock everybody, make an impact in this World Cup? Do you reckon Costa Rica can repeat what they did last World Cup? Anthony, I mean, I'll come to you with that one.
Well, they might do. I think one of the dark horses that I've been going, I think Uruguay. Seriously, I think Uruguay might have something to offer. I mean, they're like dark horses there as well. But I feel that the team like Uruguay, it won't surprise me someone like that reaching something like the quarterfinals, maybe.
No, that sounds Fair enough. Sounds
And
fair
they
enough.
got that Man City striker, haven't they? Alvarez as well, that plays from up front. So, I feel he's going to be.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's Argentina, isn't it? Um, yeah,
yeah, Julian
Argentina.
Alvarez. Yeah,
Yeah, but Uruguay, I think they've got. I think they got a few good players, and for me, obviously being sort of like a dark horse, I think they go far in this competition. Senegal, I thought they looked good today against Holland, despite they lost 2-0. I feel that they could beat Qatar. I feel that they just might edge it against uh what was it? Ecuador as well. I feel
yeah, against
they'll be,
Ecuador.
yeah, they might beat them. So just that'd be like a 2-1 game. So I think Senegal will go through. Um they'll reach second. They'll go through with 6 points, second on the table.
Yeah, no, I can see it. I can see it. As you said, Naz says, "Are you coming back for the second half?" Put it one way, I will be. I will be. Pointless doing a watch along for just one half, really. Although I've had to sit through 45 minutes of shat football watching these two. I thought this was going to be a good game, and
Yeah.
it's not been great, really. I mean, if you are from the US, you're probably thinking this has been brilliant. This is probably the best we've been. We've been on all, firing on all cylinders. We should be killing this game off. But as Connor says there, he's so anxious still. He's going for a jog to the. I'm going for a jog to the store at half time. So that's what he's doing. He's going for a jog. And hopefully, when he comes back, we can be 2-0 up in this almighty soccer game. We shall see. We shall see. And yeah, he is right. Robinson's at Fulham as well. Um, Dean says, still think Belgium will win the whole thing. Naz says, good call, Uruguay. I've got a funny feeling with Spain as well. Spanish food gives me a funny feeling as well, right in the pit of my stomach. Usually it shits day after as well, but
Oh. Do you know what? A lot of people are saying Belgium.
yeah.
A few,
See, I've
a few.
I've said France, but a lot of people keep laughing at me, thinking, "Oh, well, that's not an underdog." But you look at the stats; teams that last won it
Yeah.
have never qualified out of the group stage.
No, no. I mean, I know Benzema. He's the last addition to leave the France squad, isn't he? So,
Mm.
I mean, I think their main strike. If he's out now, their main striker up front. What would that be? Giroud or and I know Mbappe would be up there, like obviously attacking there. But I think you'll have to rely on Giroud as well.
Yeah, more than likely, more than likely. Um, Brilliant soccer. We will be back. We'll be back with the second half. We are going to go for a quick drinks break, and we will be back. Let Anthony stock up, and go for a quick pee. Catch up on this first half as well while we're away. Um,
Yeah.
and we will be back for the second half real soon. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We will be back on your screens in about 5 minutes' time. Thanks for the support.
Go.
And we are back. Back with abundance. It is USA versus Wales. The score at halftime is the USA 1, Wales 0. Let's have a look at some of them stats then for you. Obviously, the USA have had 3 shots to Wales 2. I'm trying to think where Wales had 2 shots. But 1 on target for the US, where Wales have had 0 points. Possession is obviously in favour of the US in terms of 67% to 33, and they've had 350 passes compared to Wales's 180. Their passing accuracy is 89% for the US to 76% for the Welsh. 7 fouls committed by the US as well compared to Wales's 4. Both teams have 2 yellow cards. No team have pulled an offside yet. No player has been in an offside position, but 2 corners for the US and obviously 1 to Wales. As it stands, England will be top of the group with obviously the same points as USA, as I say, currently. Both teams will be on 3 points. England up there with that superior goal difference. It is still very early doors yet, Anthony, isn't it? I mean, you'd have to say that the USA now have to go and see this game through, don't they?
Yeah, they'll have to. I mean, if they play like the same what they did in the first half, you can see them obviously getting another goal. You know, if USA scores that the first goal, obviously it's killed the game off, you know, completely, and Wales are going to even struggle more about getting into the game. So hopefully in this second half, you'll come out and see a different game, you know, in the second half. And when I say that, I mean by Wales, you know, they've really got to change something. It's not working at all. So
No, they aren't. They
whether
are making a change. They are making a change at half time. They are taking Dan James off and bringing Kiefer Moore on.
oh, are they?
They
I'm
are
still on
bringing
the.
Kiefer Moore on.
Do you know what, Dan? I'm still on the adverts on my TV, and it's a Domino's advert, and they just showed pineapple on top of a pizza.
I know,
So
scruffy bastards, aren't they? Absolute scruffy bastards. Dean says there, guys, Hulk smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's get those likes up to 20. I don't know where we're at the moment, but please, let's get those likes well up there. Really would appreciate it. Dean says he's expecting a different second half as well. Connor says that the 2 shots for them were the header and Ampadu was the other. The second half has got underway. Anthony's still got the 4 minutes left of the first half to watch. But Dean then says Wales need to get it down the wings, get some crosses in for Kiefer Moore. USA just need to do the same, which I totally agree. And Connor says, Shat, I'm still running back from the store. Don't worry, I will keep you updated. But yeah, you are still 1-0 up yet. You have got a corner. Christian Pulisic looks set to whip this one in. And Dean did predict Kiefer Moore could come on and make the difference. However, not just yet. He has come on, though. Pulisic with a ball in. Doesn't even beat the first man. Another poor corner by the US. However, they still have the ball in play on the far side. Nico, they're just toying with Wales. Absolutely toying with them. Wales are going to have to push out for everything. They're going to have to chase every second ball, every loose ball, anything they can get their hands on. They are going to need to do something because on that first half performance, they need something majorly big. And it says, Naz says here we go. Wales better turn up for this second half. Mystic Dean predicts a Kiefer Moore goal. Well, he is on the ball now, not far from their box. Tim Ream is watching him very, very closely, and he's ushered it out only as far as, well, either way, it's been intercepted and USA deal with it. So that speaks volumes. However, it has gone for a Wales throw-in. And Connor says, come on.
Soccer.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh god.
Balls at the back with Chris Mepham. Remember Mepham on a yellow card as well, so I'll have to be very careful at centre back. Foul there by Tyler Adams of Leeds United. Chops down Ethan Ampadu, the Sheffield United centre back. I mean, is he still at Sheffield United, Ethan Ampadu? I mean, I know he was there. I don't know whether he signed permanently, to be fair.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he
Yeah,
had.
he's still there, yeah. Yeah, he is still there, yeah. I mean, they're a good team at the moment. I think, what are they? They, what, second in the league now?
Yeah, second. Don't know who top is. If you could find out for me, that would be great.
Oh, I'll try.
The team beginning with B and it doesn't end in Rovers, so piss off.
Birmingham.
Bristol.
Yes.
Why didn't you use that to your advantage?
Yes. Oh, I wish. Bloody hell.
Dean says Wales look different already. Yes, they do. They are pushing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Connor Roberts with a throw in into Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore's a big lad, to be fair. He's a very big lad. And it's a Wales corner. 49 minutes just gone. Wales corner. Harry Wilson going to take this. Connor says he's back in the house and absolutely terrified. One isn't enough.
I'm very surprised because Bell used to take the corners at Tottenham.
Wilson with the ball in. The keeper spills it. Oh, he's giving it. Sorry, Anthony, but the referee has blown for a foul on the goalkeeper. Says Mepham's gone in there and fouled him, to be fair. But just looking at it back, for me, I don't think there's a foul on the keeper there. How the keeper makes a hash of the save, can't get above Gareth Bale. Mepham goes in for a header. The keeper punches it away. Not a foul in there for me. Not a foul at all. The US trying to counter now. Musa gets it to the edge. Still in there. Pulisic now has it. Loses out. Aaron Ramsey trying to come away. Turns. Kiefer Moore's being pulled back. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card straight off the bat. Tim Ream receives a yellow. But no, you did, Connor. I'll give you that. Foul or not, you did do well to get it out. Tim Ream, deserving of a yellow there, pulls back on Gareth Bale, and it is Stonewall yellow. Ref is shot either way, he says. Qatari officials were just happy enough to have a tournament. I didn't even know they had officials there.
Neither did I.
I wonder if we're going to see one of Connor Roberts' famous long throws that he does at Burnley as well, where he's got a really good throw on him as Connor Roberts, to be fair. It's whether he can get a throw in that sort of area of the field. Ball pumped long.
Mind you, that D-Lap, it used to play for City in the Prem, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rory Delap did it, didn't he? He kept having injections, though, for him. From what I heard, he had to keep having injections in his arms to be able to, because it was causing him a load of pain.
Yeah, it was.
Wales starting to get a little bit of a foothold, though, but need to be wary of the US on the counter. A little bit like what Connor said earlier in the chat. He did mention that it will play into the US's hands if they do come out. And as I just said then, if the US can counter, it would be perfect for them. Yeah, they are composed at the back, Dean. I must agree with that. Connor says they have a player with a long throw as well. And yeah, I can understand why you'd be fine with that foul. It did stop the counter attack and regained a little bit. Commentator said that was assault. They must be Welsh fans. They must be watching it on Welsh TV. .52 gone. USA 1, Wales 0. At 1-0, you'd like to think, wouldn't you, that Wales still feel they've got a way of getting back into it.
Yeah, you do think that, but they just got to pick up the momentum, haven't they? They just got to keep going. But it just seems like they're all defending at the minute. Well, they're trying to defend, I should say, but there's nothing there on the attack. If that was me, I'd just say, look, just go for it. Just what else have you got to lose? You
Yeah.
know, you'd have to. I mean, so I'm not being funny. You think of it is, I mean, this Friday, Wales obviously they kick off. I think they got early kickoff on Friday, 10 o'clock against Iran. So, and we got America 7 o'clock on Friday. So that's going to be an interesting one against USA.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel that through this, I feel England's going to beat Wales in this competition. Not a problem. I mean, just judging so far in tonight's game.
What are you doing for your show? Because obviously I know you do a show on Friday night. So what are you doing with England playing Friday evening?
No. There's none now until after the World Cup is finished.
All right.
And the Premier League starts back, so there ain't going to be no more Gunners, more corners.
Well, if you fancy joining us on Friday, let me know. I'll be covering it. So
yeah, definitely.
At least we can talk about a team we actually want to win.
No, yeah, true.
And if it's on BBC, I'll watch it on iPlayer with you, so we're not so far behind.
Yeah, watch it on iPlayer with me. Oh God! I didn't realise this. John Hartson's commentating on this game, isn't he?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, he is now, live on YouTube, to Morehouse TV.
Yay!
Wales coming forward.
Once.
Wales still have a chance. Touchdown by Connor Roberts. Has it towards the centre, tries to get the ball back. Intercepted, needs to get back into position now. To be fair, not that many bodies coming forward for the US. 55 gone, still 1-0. Wales now coming out a little bit, trying to throw caution to the wind. Dean says Wales will give it England a game. We always do, though. I mean, when we played Scotland, we made a right hash of it, didn't we?
Mm.
It's just typical. But I do agree with you, Dean. There is no end product from Wales at the moment. They've got to make these set pieces, corners and things like that count.
Yeah.
Connor says it's nice to see our bench and know we have quality that come on for those in the starting 11. He also says we have a Leeds player, Much and Gladbach player, Borussia Dortmund player, and Celtic player all waiting on the bench. It is a nice feeling. It is. I mean, to be fair, you are not lying down. You are making giving us a game here. In this, you are providing a spectacle. You are playing fast attacking football. What's this Qatari official going on about? Oh, ball comes in. Aaron Ramsey's on the edge. On the edge, sorry.
I didn't know, Dan. I've passed that. I'm on the 65th minute.
Yeah. What, the England game?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on 55 and a half minutes.
Oh, I've just come up to 57. Jose, I'm sorry, but I cannot show the match. Unfortunately, I would love to, I would love to, but I can't because I would get the channel banned, and it would, yeah, I won't be able to do anything. The YouTube channel would be shut down. So
And we
I
don't want that.
no, we definitely don't want that. That's the least we want. So unfortunately, if it's not in, if you're not interested in us talking, I apologise. But yeah, I can't bring you the game. I'm sorry. I can only give you an insight into our thoughts and things like that.
So what are you going to do with these flags behind you then, Dan? I mean, obviously, any teams that don't qualify into the round of 16, would you be just like pulling the flags down and then putting the teams
Well,
up? That's
I did think, do I take a flag off every time the team doesn't
yeah,
qualify? But then I'm just going to be left with like a patchy sort of flags behind me. So I may just leave it as it is until the end of the tournament and then just bin them. I nearly bought a Christmas hat today. It said Santa supports England. But I thought, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting £2.50 on a stupid bloody Santa hat.
yeah. Was that when you was like shopping earlier? Was that when in
Yeah,
Asda's? Was it in
yeah,
Asda's?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Wales with the ball in. Comes to the edge of the box. Every Wales player wants their names up in lights. So if they're going to have a chance to get the shot away, I think they're going to go for it. They need to realise this is a team game. Connor Roberts throws a deep one in there. But it has gone for a goal kick. Gareth Bale cannot get to it. USA, USA. Orlando Lion fan club. I'm guessing with a name like that, you are a massive, massive USA supporter. Loving the picture of Daryl DK there as well. I think, is it Daryl DK in the West Brom kit? I think you've got there. Obviously, just come back from injury for West Brom. Probably would have made this squad if it had been in fine form and not been out of with an injury. To be fair, good little player. Connor told me about him a few years ago. Um, so yeah, good to see you in. Good to see you in. Happy with the performance so far? Let us know in the chat. Let us know how you think it's gone. Ball over the top. Keeper Moore now has it. Shot from range. Hits Tim Ream, who looks like it just didn't faze him one bit. Wales are trying to pile on the pressure now. Good battling. Good battling by Wales. They are literally throwing themselves at it now, trying to obviously create an opening for themselves. They are defending well. They are defending well. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Connor says he has his USMNT DK kit on right now. Right now. Kate, how's it going? It's not. It's still here. And it's USA 1, Wales 0, as you can
Yeah.
see at the bottom of your screens.
I'm behind Kate. I'm behind.
Still 0-0. Still 0-0 where Anthony is. If you're Welsh, go around to Anthony's.
You're still in it.
That's he's given the goal kick. Pulisic ain't happy there. I wonder what happened there. A bit of a float to the back stick. To be fair, I don't think it's a foul. No, he gets to the ball and it does sort of ricochet off the leg of Pulisic. Referee has done well there to actually give that, because I think you really need to zoom in on that.
Well,
Wales trying to come forward to the back, ball to the back stick. Can Connor Roberts keep it in? He sends it out for a throw-in instead. Couldn't get to it. I mean, I don't know what that camera angle is. It's showing the keeper kick the ball out earlier and slip on his ass. But I don't know why it's showing it because it was just zoomed in towards his neck. Yeah, that's what I mean. Gets the ball then Pulisic. He's very lucky. The referee, even if he did call pen, it would have gone to VAR and I think ruled out. But that's a dangerous foul. That I think another yellow card here. Potentially for, is it Musa? Either that or he's going to get a talking to. That's a foul. That's a foul. That should be, he should be in the book. But yeah, USA are definitely playing better than Wales. Wales starting to get into it a little bit. I agree with what Connor says there. It has been good, but Wales are playing better this half. They are starting to apply a little bit more pressure.
Yeah. It's like what I said, they always sit back and they try and read the opposition, but by then, the time they've read them, it's too late in the bloody second half.
Yeah, it is. It is. Wales free kick. Harry Wilson. Can he get it in amongst it? Header up. It's still on the edge of the box. Still in there. Pinball in the area. And it's headed. And oh, what a save! What a save! Ben Davies coming in with a header for Wales. Tipped over the bar by Matt Turner. Good ball in originally. Pinball in the box. Head tennis for a little bit. Couldn't clear it. Ben Davies gets in. It's a brilliant header, but Matt Turner, fantastic to turn it away. Another corner. Wales have a chance. Ball put in. Oh, Will! Oh! Kiefer Moore just heads over the crossbar. I can understand now. Connor's underpants must be filled with mud cake. I'm telling you that now. He must be shitting himself. Because the way Wales are coming forward now and carving open chances. Ben Davies comes close. Good save by Matt Turner. And then Wales nearly grabs something from the corresponding corner as well. So close. Wales must believe this is coming. Substitution for the USA. Weston McKennie has gone off. Old Colgate Ed's gone off. And is that Aronson? Yeah, Leeds United's Aronson is on in his place, hoping to change things up a little bit. USA trying to break now. Down here on this near side, finds Robinson. Tries to play it more central. Dest has it. It was a good save. It was a good save.
Yeah, he's made a few here now on the corner from Wales.
That's what I mean.
I
I
mean, to
mean
be honest,
that will give Wales a good bit of hope, that won't it?
yeah. I mean, diving header into that box and a save by Turner. I mean, yeah, it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is a good goalkeeper. He was the first team goalkeeper over there for the team he played for. I can't remember who we bloody signed him from now.
Who, Matt Turner?
Yeah, New. I think was it New England or a team called New England over there or something like that, maybe. But
So,
I mean, he signed for $6 million,
oh,
which is
New
equivalent
England
to
Revolution.
yeah, which is equivalent to 5 million in our in the British pounds.
Wow. Oh yeah, it says here Arsenal report they paid a transfer fee of $6 million, could rise to 10, and he was given the number 30 shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, how old is he?
I think he's about 27, something like that. I think
Yeah,
he's in his
28. 28.
yeah,
28. He's not.
18 now.
He's still got. A keeper doesn't really reach his peak till around 33, 35, between that sort of point. So there is scope for improvement with him as well.
Yeah. Trouble is though, I mean, with him, I mean, I don't think you're not gonna drop Ramsdale for him though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not a bad goalkeeper, USA number one. I mean, we've had a few good American players over the Premier League. I mean, look at the one that played for Blackburn. I know you didn't like it. It was that Brad Friedel,
Mm-hmm.
and then we
Tim
had
Howard,
Tim Howard, yeah,
Cliff
Casey
Dempsey
Keller
at
from
Fulham,
Leicester, Dempsey at Fulham, uh,
Landon Donovan at Everton.
Donovan at Everton, Brian McBride at Fulham.
Yeah.
But you know, we've had quite a few good ones come over to the Premier League.
In fact, there's an American we've not mentioned. I don't think he's played nationally, that played for Arsenal and Burnley, Danny Carbassiou.
Yeah,
I think he got crocked, didn't he, early in his career and came back to Arsenal as a scout.
yeah, he did. Yeah,
USA corner, 69 gone. Headed clear by Kiefer Moore, who's come back to help out. He's still in there. Big physical presence. Wales need to get this away, otherwise it could be extremely dangerous. And they haven't. Interception, chance for 2-0. Still have it to the US. Ball to the edge, pinned in there. Off the chest of Aaron Ramsey. And Christian Pulisic looks like he's had a bit of a knock. Kate says, Anthony, is your arm not hurting holding your phone this entire time? You need a lazy arm like Daniel.
God, definitely. Yeah, I can feel it here in my shoulder.
I've got one of them lazy arms. I just literally attach my phone to it, and it's just
Yeah,
position it. But
yeah, I'd have to get one.
she got me one for Christmas, and I think that it's probably one of the best things she's got, and I use it more than anything.
Do you know what? I think I got one, but I can't bloody find it. My missus puts stuff away, and I can never find anything when she puts it away. It's, I think she bought me one from my son. It was a few other things for Father's Day,
Yeah.
and I can't bloody find it. She went, "Oh, that's ideal for when you go on your streams."
Connor says next World Cup we'll probably see Slanina start for us in terms of goalkeeper, I think. Or do you mean goalkeeper? He also says, forgot our backup striker is warming up. He's on 12 goals in 14 games in Turkey. Wow. Dean says, who is the US manager in the Prem? Yeah, Jesse Marsh at Leeds.
Yeah,
It looks like this is the end of Christian Pulisic. He's going over to the manager to talk to him. He may go back on the field of play. Not sure. But yeah, he's coming back on. I didn't know whether he was going to come off at that point. Connor says if Pulisic is injured, we will see Reina come on for him, and either him or Anson move to the left. Okay, so it was supposed to be a joke due to his lazy arms, but it was almost use. But it also was the most useful in the end. Yeah, it were lazy arms. Don't see you complaining with those hands at the end of them. Anyway, less said about that, the better. Slanina is a goalkeeper. He just moved from Chicago to Chelsea for 12 million. Ah, interesting. Interesting. 72 gone, still 1-0 to the US. They will be very, very happy with their performance. They have had to dig deep this second half. Dean says his shepherd's pie was great. Gonna make a lasagna tomorrow. It was lovely. Sorry, not great. Lovely, he said.
Yeah, I had a nice spaghetti carbonara.
I were it. We're good.
Oh, it was lovely. It's banging. I made it, of course.
Kate made posh dogs, as she likes to call them. So instead of like proper hot dogs, she uses like proper sausage in there and calls it posh dogs instead. But to be fair, they were banging. They had 3 of them. He's just turned 18, Crash, so he is quite young. Very young. Oh, shit. Hope everything's all right, Connor. Says heading to urgent care in a bit, so we'll have to log off. The missus has really bad flu. It's catching everybody. It's catching
Yeah.
everybody, especially over here. I've had it. I was bedridden for a few days. It proper killed me.
Well, she gets well soon, Connor.
Yeah, really do. Hope she gets the right help as well.
Yeah.
Musa, Dest, and Sargent have come off for the US, and they'll be replaced by DeAndre Yedlin. God, how's he still knocking about that squad? Acosta and Wright. So, I mean, yeah, they'll put. I was just going to say, Connor, what do you think of the substitutions? But he says they're good subs. They'll put a shift in. Would you have
Yeah,
been
they
happier
will.
keeping the other 3 on though? Yeah, keep us posted, Connor. Hopefully she's all right. Hopefully she'll be great in the long run. Yedlin's still kicking it at Miami. And Dean says, hope she'll be okay. Bless her as well. Kate says, posh dog because the sausage is posher than a hot dog. Don't ask. And Kate also says, hope she's better soon. Whatever you believe, being in lockdown for 2 years hasn't helped. Immune systems are down. And whatever we once fought with ease is a struggle now. We're all getting it here. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, I agree. I think that's got a point to play in it as well. But Wales definitely need to get back into it. Play the pass forward. Have they kept the ball in? It looks like it's gone out of play. Harry Wilson saying that the whole ball didn't cross the line. I think it did. I'm sorry, I think it did. He says Sargent from Wright is solid because he's a brill striker. Yedlin has the pace to keep up and defend. Acosta is a defensive midfielder, so he will shore up at the back. Yeah, she's working with kids, mate. She's going to get, obviously, everything fired at her, left, right, and centre. Dean says, yeah, I agree. I never take antibiotics. I let my body fight it. Oh, they're passing the ball around in the stands. I'm trying to keep the ball, to be fair. I think a little kid's kept the ball, but corner to the US. Can Pulisic beat the first man this time? He's been quite poor from his corners. He's in at the back stick. Header up by Aronson, but cannot get it on target. Guys, please do, if you can support the channel, really would appreciate it if you can drop a like on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we're live. As I say, we are going to be covering 2 watch-alongs tomorrow as well. So we'll be back first thing in the morning at 9:45 for the 10 o'clock kickoff between Argentina and Saudi Arabia. That should be that should have goals in it. But Wales have a chance here now. Edge of the box. Aaron Ramsey has it. Pinged into the mix. Comes back for Wilson. Wilson gets to the second ball. Yedlin tries to clear it. Wales may have wasted that opportunity. Oh, he's given a free kick. He's given it a free kick. It's not a head injury. Wilson's telling the referee it's not a head injury.
They're just passing the ball in the crowd on mine.
This Qatari official is saying, listen, you shouldn't stop the game. It's his feet. It's not his head. Oh, he's barely been touched as well, the big soft sack of shit. Sorry, Connor. I'm sorry, Connor, but he's dropped like a sack of shit there. He has barely been touched. Nico Williams is coming off for Wales. He's very not happy at the fact he's been taken off. And Brennan Johnson has come on for the Welsh, the Nottingham Forest attacker. Son of David Johnson, once had a loan spell at Burnley as well. We actually wanted to sign him as well under Ternent, but the club wouldn't stump up the money for him. Well, when he was playing for Birmingham. Good player with David Johnson as well. Dean says there, 15 minutes left. Wales need to get a wriggle on. Well, in Anthony's game, they've got at least a full 45 minutes to sort the shit out. So don't worry, Wales.
Just kicked off second half.
Connor says, don't know how she does it, managing a couple dozen 2-year-olds 5 days a week. Nah, me neither. Kit says, yeah, always get bugs off the kids. Been ill recently myself and never get sick. Lasted 2 weeks. Then I got it. We've all had it. Didn't see a doctor, although I debated it because we felt awful. But we do feel fine now. She's got a dangerous temp. So that's the only concern. Besides that, we've been giving her some meds and cold baths. And yeah, keeping hydrated is key. Connor says, Wales have been flopping around all game. So it's fair. It's been an interesting one. Quick throw-in taken. Aaron Ramsey, can he get it into Kiefer Moore? Interception. Is that a penalty? Wales have a penalty. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Gareth Bale gets in front of... well, I'm going to have to watch it back, but he gets in front of the USA defender. It's pulled back. Bale gets in front of Tim Ream. He sticks his foot right through the legs of Gareth Bale to win the ball. Doesn't get anywhere near it. Chops Gareth Bale. Stonewall penalty. 80 gone. And Wales have a chance to get back in this. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Late drama. Was it? Sorry, it wasn't Tim Ream. It was Zimmerman with the challenge. Connor, I bet you're on pins. He did not get the ball. He did not get the ball. It is a pen. Gareth Bale is set to take it. We've just hit 81. The referee making sure that the keeper stays well on his line. Dean says this keeper might save it. He's had a good game. Naz says Wales better put the shooting boots on. They're running out of time. Can Gareth Bale give them a glimmer of hope in this group stage? Referee blows his whistle. Gareth Bale with a chance for Wales, and he does. The red wall goes mad. Gareth Bale equalises against the US, and I'm sorry, but it is a pen. It was a Stonewall pen.
Seen it. He hasn't taken it yet. Did he score?
What's that? On your screen, they're doing a retake?
Yeah.
It is 1-1. Well, both teams to score bits come in, so I'll take that. Are we at 11 plus corners yet? Let's have a look. That's what I need, and then 2 more goals.
No.
No, 8 corners. 8 corners. So there is still time. I need 4 more. And 2 more goals.
Well, you might get the corners, but I didn't know about the goals.
Yeah. That makes it real interesting. The keeper did get close to it, Dean. He did. Even Connor said, yeah, it's a pen. Zimmerman, damn it, he has cost you potentially.
You could tell Wales are getting back into it. Obviously, it's 1-1, but the possession wise, it's 58-42 to USA. So they're gradually, but they've done it they've done it too late, Wales. Way too late.
Yeah.
I mean, they've scored this now in what, the 82nd minute. So
No, I agree. That is his 41st goal for Wales, Gareth Bale. The Red Wall are up in arms, singing along, and won't care that their bank balance is rinsed at full time when they have to pay £12 for a pint. They won't give a shit.
I think he got a long way off, yeah, Gareth Bale. I think, is it Ian Rush is the leading goal scorer for Wales?
I think so.
Yeah.
Connor says we should have at least 1 more on the board. Dean says there's still a goal in it, he thinks. Alan says, come on, Ian Rush's lot, let's do the Yanks. I'll have a look at that. Wales all-time top goal scorer. Wales all-time top scorers. Oh, Gareth Bale tops it.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought Ian Rush was still
No, Ian Rush only got 28.
How many's Gareth Bale got?
41 now.
Blimey.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah.
well doubled
He's
it near enough.
well above it, yeah.
Rob Earnshaw must be up there. Nah, he just got himself injured every time he did that stupid celebration where he, did like a somersault, didn't he? And then sort of,
The somersault.
with
Yeah. I mean, they've had good strikers over the years, but I mean, you think of it, they've had John Arson, they've had Ian Rush, Mark Hughes,
yeah,
Dean Saunders.
chance for the US, but header up. Can Wales clear it? USA still trying to do something here. Don't think anybody in this game wants to lie down. Aaron Ramsey loses it. Possession being spilt all over the gaff.
I mean, it makes you think now, Wales have had more shots than USA.
Yeah. DeAndre Yedlin. Can he get a ball in? Pumped into the mix. Headed clear. Good header away by Chris Mepham. 4 minutes of time left of normal play before we see whatever's added on. 86 gone, 1 apiece. A share of the spoils. England will be 2 points clear in the group.
Just gone the 85th.
Ball to the back stick. That's a foul. That's a foul. Very, very cheap. Yeah, Wales players are looking at the clock, aren't they? You can see they're trying to keep tabs on this. Yeah, good penalty by Bale. Too strong for Turner to get his hands on. Turner did go the right way,
Yeah, he did, yeah.
but just too powerful for him. you'd feel sick as a USA player and supporter, wouldn't you? With the sort of effort that the US have put in today, you'd think
Yeah, yeah,
this must feel more like a defeat if they do share the spoils.
yeah. It will do. It will feel like a defeat. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, you can't really fault US. It's a shame on really the way how they've played. You know, they didn't get another goal, but shots have proved that in the game on the stats. You know what I'm saying? So it's been at the minute, it's been 6 shots to Wales and 5 to USA. So, but yeah, I mean, possession wise, you would think yourself. Obviously, you would be kicking yourself if you was a fan, definitely. I mean, I know I would.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's still time for either side to grab a decisive winner, and the USA are coming forward. Yedlin with a chance to ping it in, punched away by Hennessy. Can Connor Roberts give it a big punt forward? He does. Can Kiefer Moore get to the second ball? He stands tall there, knocks it through. Who's on the overlap here? I can't see exactly who it is. It's a shot straight at Matt Turner. It was Brennan Johnson. Matt Turner saves. USA living dangerously, trying to catch them on the overlap. Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah, but listen, you've seen the players on the USA, the distraught on their faces was just like, God. So they just got to just attack now and just try and get something out of this game.
Yeah, they
'Cause
do.
it can knock a team's confidence. You know, obviously when a team not playing so well, even though they score, it was a penalty, but it can knock so much confidence in a team, and by that, anything can happen. You could just do a stupid decision or a mistimed tackle or whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree, Naz. They did nearly have the second goal there, Wales.
Yeah.
I think it's Wilson that's gone down. He's back on his feet now, walking towards the side of the pitch before probably being allowed to come on. I can understand why this player's probably getting tired legs out there, especially Wales. They've had to come out fat in this second half. I think Wilson's going to come off. He might as well rest him. May well rest him. Am I seeing 9 minutes at a time?
9 minutes. God, blimey.
It's just showing a number 9 on the board, and I don't know whether that's for out of time or not.
I was a minute 8. I said 4 in the first half and 8 in the second.
It is 9 minutes. Has been confirmed at the bottom of the screen. Additional time, 9 minutes added on. This could all change in this final 9. What do you do now then as a Wales or USA player? Do you shut up shop and settle for the point, or do you have to go for the throat no matter which side you're on?
Trouble is, though, you most probably think shut up shop and go for the point, but I mean, it's still all to play for. So, in all fairness, just why not just go for it? You know, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
no, I
9 minutes
agree.
left. You said just see what you could do within the 9 minutes. But I tell you what, everybody in the chat, yeah, put your man of the match in, or who you think is man of the match so far.
Yeah. Oh, there's another Wales player on the floor. I think it's Ethan Ampadu's riddled in cramp. You've got to think both teams have really gone hell for leather with each other this second half.
They have, yeah.
But yeah, I agree with what people are saying in the chat. You've got to go for it, all or nothing. Fergie time.
Trouble is, though, I don't know where they get these minutes added on. They're not stopping for drink breaks. I mean, the referee hasn't like blown up quite a lot of times, has he? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
No, no. They're making the substitution now, though. Harry Wilson is going off. And Sober Thomas, bottom of the championship, Huddersfield, Sober Thomas is coming on for Wales.
Trouble is, you think of it, this team like Wales, I think what 60-70% of their players are in the championship. I think there's a couple of them that plays for League One team as well.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, let's have a look I know we're still in play, but let's have a look at their team sheet. So we've got Hennessy who's third choice at Forest, but it was Burnley's probably going to be Burnley's second choice if he didn't make the move. Ben
Yeah.
Davies at Spurs, Mepham's at Bournemouth in the Prem, Roden's still at Spurs. Nico Williams, didn't he get a move? I'm sure he got a move somewhere. I'm not sure whether he's still at Liverpool or not, but I'm sure he got a move somewhere. Harry Wilson's at Bournemouth, I think. No, he's not. Sorry, he's at Fulham. Aaron Ramsey's at Nice. Gareth Bale's with Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Connor Roberts, obviously, at Burnley. Ampadu at Sheffield United. Dan James at Fulham as well. I don't know. There is quite a few in the Prem, you know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the subs though. I mean,
Yeah, Danny Ward's Leicester. Gunter, I don't know where he's hanging about. Joe Allen is back at Swansea.
Yeah, he's in the championship. Yeah.
Keeper Moore is at Cardiff, if I'm not wrong. Johnny Williams is way past it. Sober Thomas Huddersfield. Ben Cabango is at Swansea as well, I think. But yeah, I think there's a lot of that bench that is championship at best.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
94 gone. Still 1-1. Another substitution for Wales. Ampadu looks like he's going to come off. Morel looks like he's going to be the replacement. Connor says we have to go 100% because this is 2 points dropped. Yeah, I think both teams really need to look at this game and say this is where either side needs 3 points because where's the next 3 points coming from? I mean, Anthony, if you were to give your man of the match for this game, who would it be?
I'd have to give it to. Do you know what? I think I'm not being biased because he plays for Arsenal, but I'd have to give it to Turner because even though he's kept USC in the games, the saves that he had to pull off as well. So I'd have to give it to Turner to be honest with you. I couldn't give it to anybody in the Welsh team. I just couldn't.
No, no. Connor says Wales going for a draw here. The ref gets the man of the match. You're not bitter. You're not bitter. You're just bitterly disappointed.
Hmm.
Still 3 minutes left to play in this. 96 gone. I mean, I don't know who I'd give it to. I mean, Tim Ream is a good shout for the US. I think he's been pretty solid at the back for them. You were spot on as well with Matt Turner. I think he's in with a shout. If you're going to give it to anyone for Wales, I'd probably give it to Nico Williams. He was the one causing most of the threat on the other side.
Yeah, I think that's the only one you can give it to.
Yeah. Connor's saying handball. I'm not sure for what. I haven't seen it yet, but I am watching it on RTV, so I don't know. I've not seen the handball. Play still carries on. Never mind kick the ball out. I don't know why USA is saying kick the ball out for. It's 1-1. It's 97th minute. Who's going to kick the ball out, really? You go for the throat. Don't be so stupid.
I mean, he's like that young player for Wales on the bench.
Kiefer Moore has a chance. Please, Darren Ramsey, Kiefer Moore still in there. Oh, how's he not attacked that? Why has nobody attacked that? Sorry, Anthony, you were saying.
Yeah, it's like that young player for Wales. He's on the bench. Matt Smith.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's playing League One football. Is it MK Dons?
It won't surprise me.
I think it is MK Dons he plays for. But
Less than a minute left. Gone. Less than a minute left. Not a bad result for England. Not a bad result for England.
It's good for England. But at the same time, you just got to feel sorry for USA.
Yeah, you have. Although you can look at it both ways. You know, is it a case of it was great defending by Wales to keep them at bay? You know, is it just that the USA weren't clinical enough? Or is it that, you know, all that effort and chances that were wasted in the first half has come to bite them back in the backside? Because Wales' second half, you know, and even Connor admitted it, you know, have been the better of the two sides.
They have been better of the two sides in the second half, yeah. I just think what lacked with USA in this one, they had the momentum there, the possession there. It was just the final third of the pitch. They couldn't really do anything in there, obviously, apart from getting that one goal. But that's what they've done. So, I mean, that's something that they've got maybe learn on the training pitch, you know, trying to improve that final third of the area.
Definitely. Oh, well cut out. I think he needs to just pump this forward. Kiefer Moore chasing a loose ball. Can he get there ahead of Matt Turner? Matt Turner heads it. Shoot! Oh, that's a foul. That is a foul. He had to do that, did Acosta. He had to do that. Oh, my God, wait till you see this back. Gareth Bale has got the ball in the centre of towards the centre circle. The keeper's come out a long way to head it away. And if Gareth Bale shoots from there and gets it on target, Wales could have nicked it. So that is the most tacticalist yeller you will ever see. Yeah, exactly. I knew Connor would say that. Beautiful foul. Ball pumped in straight to the arms of Turner. And I think as soon as Turner kicks this, the referee blows for full time. Yeah, and it is a share of the spoils. I'd be a little bit pissed off with that receiving a yellow card at the end, but Acosta could have just saved his team there with that one. Connor says here, nice mix of missed chances and a really bad ref has cost us this game. I mean, how would you sum it up, Anthony? How would you have summed this affair up?
Well, I think when you look at USA in the first half and then you look at Wales in the second half, you can't really split them apart, can you? Do you know what I mean? So they've played good football in each half. I think, to be honest with you, could you say a point is a fair result? Yeah, maybe you can, but with USA, you slightly feel sorry for them because of how they were in the first half and like the first 10, 15 minutes in the second half. So it's like what I said. So, you know, what would you say, Dan? Would you say a point is a fair result at the end of the day?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us all predicted a share of the spoils anyway. And I think even Connor said, being realistic, it's got 1-1 or someone nicking it 2-1 all over it. So even as a realistic, you know, seeing it from a realistic perspective, he still even would have been happy with the draw. I think it's just sometimes it's just how the game goals that can sometimes change your perspective on it. But yeah, I'd say a share of the spoils is more than enough. Dean says they're good game for the neutral. Connor says some terrible, terrible calls by this ref has cost both teams. Then he says 2 missed points, which, yeah, you've got to admit is a massive 2 missed points for the USA. Have to beat Iran now. You should do. We've put some goals behind them. I think if you play like you did today, except with more of a goal-scoring prowess, you should be comfortable against Iran. Dean says, Kiefer Moore defo made a difference, held the ball up well. Yeah, he did. He did change the game for Wales when he came on at half-time. It was much better by the Welsh side in that one. He says, we were the absolute better team. We should have won, but I've got to be happy with a point, I guess. Let's have a look at the stats then at the end of that game. Let's see where it all finished towards the end. 6 shots for the US. However, Wales finished with more. Wales had 7 with 3 on target, would you believe, compared to USA, who still had only the 1 on target from the first half. Possession was a lot more shared between the two. 59% for the US, 41 for Wales. Passes again evened itself out as well. 566 for the US and 405 for Wales, who were barely in that game in that first 45 minutes. The passing accuracy improved for Wales as well with 76%. The USA edged that with 87. 15 fouls by the USA to Wales 10. 4 yellow cards were issued for the US and only 2 for the Welsh Dragons. 1 offside each in the game. 5 corners for the US and 3 for Wales. The group as it stands then, Wales are currently second. So England top the group with 3 points. Wales in second, obviously sharing points with the US. And Iran with that -4 goal difference, and nil point sat down there in 4th, making up the numbers. Looking at it, Anthony, would you be happy if the group was to finish like that now?
Most probably, but it's all about Friday for me, Dan. Obviously, Wales got the early kickoff against Iran. I think, what's that? Is that 10 o'clock? And then England got USA 7 o'clock. But the way you look at it on tonight's games, I'm not just saying tonight's, on today's performances, you've got to favour England for that competition. It won't surprise me if England. It won't surprise me if England picks up 9 points. So there's that, and then obviously you could. I think, to be honest with you, I think obviously I think by the looks of it, I think Wales and USA are going to finish on the same points. The only thing different about it is going to be that game against both their games against Iran, which will be down to the goal difference.
Yeah,
that's what I think it'll be down to. Yeah,
it will be. I mean, that's pretty much all from us here. I don't really know how you can not sum up that game other than it was the proverbial game of 2 halves. USA absolutely bossed it in the first. Wales just didn't know they were beaten, came out of the block second half, and due to that Stonewall penalty and 2 close opportunities not long before that, saw them get a share of the spoils. We will be back tomorrow. As I say, 9:45 in the morning. Yes, people will say, what are you doing up this early, Dan? Have you pissed the bed? No, I haven't. It's the World Cup's on. We will be back to cover Argentina against Saudi Arabia, and I'm sure there will be goals in that one. Then you can join us as well at 12:45 for Denmark against Tunisia, and I'll be joined by the wily old fox there, as you can see, Mr. Forian. He'll be with us to give his insight from his long-lost Tunisian family. Not that he has one, but, let's just go with it as it is. Thanks very much, Anthony, for coming in. Really do appreciate it. Again, tell people where they can support you on the channels that you work on.
Yeah, if anybody logs on, is Football United TV. I do a show on there called Gunners from All Corners, which airs on Fridays, but we're not going to be airing for a minute because obviously the World Cup's on. And I think you'd be talking Friday after Boxing Day sometime towards New Year. So that's maybe probably we're next there.
No, fair shout, fair shout. Please, people, do go. Pardon me. Show your support to Anthony on the Football United channel. Please do go show your support there on his Friday show. And yeah, as I say, let's have a look at a couple of comments and then we will wrap it up. Dean says, Dan, thanks for the stream, bro. Class as always. Got to run. No problem. Look after yourself. I mean, Connor's. I don't know whether I should read it or not. To be fair, I don't know how to take it or how the public will take it. I'll just leave it there. But yeah, I hope the missus feels better soon. To be honest, I do echo what Dean says. And yeah, no, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. As I say, Connor, it's nice to have you in. I won't just be covering this. I will be covering other games as well that maybe have the US, Wales in, etc. So do show your support. Whatever nationality you are, we accept you all. It is what it is for the neutrals, Naz says as well. Totally agree with that. And then he says, cheers, mate. Have a good night. Have a good night indeed. Soundbud, will do. Did you say Football United show, Anthony? Is that where it is?
Yes, Football United TV, and is a stream called Gunners from All Corners.
Happy days, happy days. So Naz is going to go over there and show his support. Guys, thank you very much for watching. It finished 1-1. You could not separate these guys in the end. As I say, we will be back 9:45 in the morning. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm sure I'm a celeb started about 9 minutes ago, but hey ho, whatever you're doing, take it easy and see you in the morning.
No
Take
more.
care.